This might be the best plan yet or the worst. We're in, we're on, and we're rolling. I'm gonna say this now, this might be too much. This might be a little too much here. Sometimes if you don't have what you need, you use what you got. So that's what we did. This is your warning that there might be blood. Starting day 9, 2.5 hours in, low strip done, four-wheelers strapped in and loaded. This might be the best plan yet or the worst. We're gonna see. I haven't even tried to climb onto this thing yet. I've loaded it all on the trailer, so I don't even know if I can steer this, but I've got a bunch of that plastic roofing right on there. Let me walk around, show you guys a little better picture. Plenty of caffeine this morning, try and keep going, but I got some more roof joists on there. I've got a few more of the strapping boards to go across to put this plastic roofing on. We've got some nice 2x6 trim boards I'm going to put on the edges, cover up some of my sloppy cuts there. But this thing is loaded up. A couple more siding boards. A lot of things are screwed together to build a big frame around this thing. I think it'll go down the road all right, but being a little bit wider, and I am worried a little bit about this plastic roofing just snapping. This is probably the best way that I can transport it in all in one piece, kind of folded over the edges there. I don't mind if it does have a couple extra holes in it. I'll just fill it with some silicone or something. But I have more plastic roofing than I need, so I can probably double up some layers as well. But I'm gonna go get some water, get my backpack all loaded, and head out to the trail. It was a little sketchy trailering it. There's a couple corners where it didn't feel too nice. Already just going a couple 100 feet down the trail, I can feel how much weight I have on this thing. I just really don't want to break anything, don't want to break my wheeler, and especially don't want to hurt myself. I do have most of my family coming down later, but I'm going to try and get this all in and start working. So many horseflies. They're on the phone screen. They're swarming everything. I don't even have the bug spray on yet. Doesn't really matter. We're rolling. Plastic roofing's all off. Now I just need to unscrew this frame of all the other lumber. A couple siding pieces here. So much work. It's so much work getting all the stuff on here and getting it off. But finally, we're getting a lot of materials in here to finally finish this thing up. Wheeler's all unloaded. Oh, it's looking so nice to have all these materials in here. I do have a few more boards up on my trailer in case I get ambitious and want to drive all the way back, strap some more things on. But one thing I really got to work on is getting this thing just a little bit more level. Now that we've gotten all this weight on it, my father-in-law and I, we checked it the other day. It's not terrible, but before we put the roof on, try and make everything level and square. I'm going to take that blue sled right there. I'm going to drag it behind me over here to this little stream that has a lot of pretty flat rocks. See if I can't get some good ones. Jack up underneath this floor frame we have here. I have a big crowbar. I think I should be able to get a little bit of some push to lift it up a little bit, jam some things under there, make it a little bit more level before I put more weight on it. So let's see what I got. Bringing you guys right down here with me. I put my level on this thing, and I know that I need to jack up this corner a bit if I really want to get this thing a little bit more level. So it's got to come up just a little bit. Got this crowbar. I got some rocks here. I started staging this one right here. Kicked it in a little bit. But if I can just move this up, get this in here just a 1/4 of an inch, put some more in right here, maybe put a little bit under there, I think that'd be pretty good for this side. Then we'll check some more levels and keep going. So see if I can pry this up here at all. I'm gonna use that, bash this in. That helped, but we gotta lift it more. Let's see if we can do this again. There we go. Those horseflies are biting. We're gonna keep working. Making some progress, getting it under there, guys. This is your warning that there might be blood. At my first little accident, something up top, hanging up there. I'm up there banging, trying to get something in. Falls down. Oh, I got a little scrape. Not too bad. No need to leave, but hey, we have got some blood, but we are working a little bit on a header board up there before I start doing this whole doorway. I did get it jacked up a little bit. I need to work a little more. Just wanted to do something else. I was getting a little tired kicking and hammering rocks underneath it, so making progress, just trying to pick away. My helpers came down for a little bit. Got the wife down here doing a little help too. We are making a little progress. I've got a little header board on top of my entryway now. I'm trying to brace things up, put a couple support studs right next to it. So I'm doing a little siding now on the window. I think I'm just going to cover it up for now. I can cut it out once I find the window I really want to put in. Found one on the side of the road, not too far from here. Just waiting for the guy to be around, see how much he wants for it. I do worry about breaking windows, getting them in here, so I don't want to pay too much money. But I just want to show you a little update before I keep working. Sometimes if you don't have what you need, you use what you got. So that's what we did. We got these ratchets here. One's wrapped around this 2x4 frame post here, going all the way to this tree. Got a couple ratchet points so I can pull it nice and tight. I'm going to pull up this strap though to make it a little more straight before I try and level things out. But I can just see putting up this siding board here, you know, it's not going all the way nice and level up. So this back wall definitely needs to be pulled back and straightened out to make things a little more square, which is what we want to do before we put any roof on. Well, that back wall, 2x4 is actually very, very straight and level. So it makes me feel a little bit better about trying to cover up this siding overhang. After 2.5 hours at my house prepping and loading up and 2.5 hours in the woods, this is where we're at right now. Let me show you guys what we got. So I have put up a little bit of a header bore for my door, framed up some more stud supports for this entryway. I've put a little bit more better support on this front header to make us the 11-foot wall on the top. I do have to climb up there and remove that board that's hanging eventually. But this is my wall that is going to have the window, and I did almost fully side this thing today. Once I figure out my window size, I can make my frame joists on the inside different. I can cut a hole, I can make it look good. So for now, we're just going to kind of seal that up, and I will put some trim over it. I did adjust my trim a little bit on the back. I'm going to adjust it on the other side too, to hopefully make things look a little more symmetrical, make things a little bit easier to seal up and keep the water out. So still working on this side a little bit. Still got my plastic roofing that I haven't done anything with. My ladder has come in handy. It has not hurt me yet. It's allowed me to climb up, reach the 8-9 foot areas, no problem. It is a little tricky to reach all the way up there. I mean, I can barely get up to the top of that off my ladder right here. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to keep doing what I can to tighten things up here, make things look good and clean up, maybe work another hour or two. I did hear that maybe some of my family might be coming down again, maybe my daughter, maybe my mother-in-law. So I'm going to keep working and see what I hear. I see a whole brigade of four-wheelers coming down the mountain right now. Looks like it's my father-in-law. Looks like both my kids. Looks like both my nephews. I don't know if my wife or mother-in-law is in that mix, but it looks like all boys and one little girl. So let's see what they're going to do when they get in here. I was just about ready to pack up and leave and show you guys a little final day video, but I'll hang around for a minute. Just like that, day 9's all done. I'll show you guys a little tour of what we finished today. Not as much as I wanted. I spent a lot of time trying to level things. I need to bring in a car jack next time and see if I can't use that to get some of these corners a little more level before I make everything a little more square. It's all right, but I want to make it as good as I can before I put that roof on, because then it's going to be pretty heavy and harder to do things. It's already pretty heavy with all this lumber, but let me do a little walk around and show you what I have. So we put a couple more support studs on this door frame today. I do need to fix my doorway header board. That's just temporary, kind of show the spacing of everything. We did pull some corners with some ratchets today, try to make things a little bit more straighter. I put up all this siding on this side of the wall that's going to have the window. We'll just cut out the window later when we figure out what we want to do. I did start putting these little trim boards on the corners to cover up things, just so I could start measuring the other trim to cover up the side panel cuts that I had to do. Here's all my roofing rafters that are staged right here. And then we got another corner that I've got some trim on. I've got this wall, the back wall, all sided up. So I have 3 walls completely enclosed now. See my roof header up there, ready to go. It's braced for now. But hey, we've got a nice little start to our cabin. We've got a pretty good plan. We've got a lot of materials here. The ladder's been super handy. I think I just need to bring in a little more paneling, figure out my door, bring in that jack to level things up, and just keep moving. It's going to be a busy week, so it might be a few days before I really make it out here, but I got a lot of materials. Don't have much time, but I'll do a video next time I have a few minutes.